Today's financial advice is sponsored by Endeavor Private Wealth. Well, Brady Franklin, a partner in Endeavor Private Wealth, is joining us for our weekly segment on investing. Brady, good morning.
Morning.
So today I'd like to ask you to share your thoughts with our viewers about housing, as the value of our homes may be a substantial source of a household's wealth, and the health of the housing sector plays a significant role in the overall economy.
Dane, you raised two very good points, which I'll do my best to address. Currently, sales of previously owned single-family homes, as opposed to newly constructed homes, have receded to a level last seen a dozen years ago when our country was dealing with the aftermath of a menacing housing crisis, which saw housing prices plummet. Today, we're experiencing fewer home sales, but prices haven't fallen that significantly. That's because there's a much lower supply of homes. Many homeowners are reluctant to sell and give up their current mortgages, which they may have locked in a rate that is substantially lower than the prevailing mortgage rates, which are at or close to 20-year highs.
So I suppose those high mortgage rates are also depressing the number of prospective buyers on the other side of the equation.
Depressing is an apt description, as high mortgage rates make housing less affordable and reduces demand. Yet, home prices, which rose sharply after the pandemic when mortgage rates were much lower and demand was at a peak, haven't fallen that much because of the shortage of homes on the market. According to a report released by the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City, increases in both home prices and mortgage rates since early 2020 have more than doubled the monthly mortgage payment on a newly purchased home. That's a challenge, a major challenge for new home buyers and existing homeowners who would like to sell but cannot afford the mortgage increase on the rates of a different home of the same or greater value.
And in what other ways does the housing sector affect the economy?
Housing has a big impact on employment, which in turn can help or hurt the economy. Fortunately, the unemployment rate is pretty low, registering around 3.8% in the most recent reading. That's a lot better than the last housing bubble we experienced when the country was in a deep recession with high unemployment and high foreclosure rates. The housing and housing-related sectors employ a lot of people, and that's vital to a strong economy. We're also experiencing higher inflation from wages and the cost of goods and services. That puts pressure on housing affordability and may force wannabe homeowners to rent, or at least for now.
And let's say a homeowner who wants to sell their home is able to do so. What are the tax implications associated with selling a home?
Taxpayers who sell their primary residence for a capital gain may be able to exclude up to $250,000 of that gain from their income for tax purposes, or up to $500,000 if they file a joint tax return with their spouse. However, should the sellers be so unfortunate as to sell their home for less than what they paid for it, the loss is not deductible.
And how are capital gains on the sale of a home determined?
The amount of gain is determined by subtracting the seller's basis from the purchase price. Basis is a technical term which means the cost of the home. However, a seller's basis is most likely more than just what they purchased the home for. The costs associated with selling a home, such as escrow, recording, and appraisal fees, may be added to the basis as well as the cost of other major capital improvements made to the home during the seller's ownership.
And Brady, I'm guessing there's a lot more to understand about the tax consequences of selling your home. Will you be able to come back and tell us more about this topic?
Yes, of course. But before signing off, please let me emphasize the importance of consulting a tax professional who understands your specific situation and can provide information and guidance on navigating the tax implications of selling your home. It may also be a good idea to discuss how the sale or purchase of a home affects your investment plans and cash flow projections with a trusted financial advisor.
All right, well, thank you, Brady. We always look forward to having you back with us. And of course, we always appreciate your time. And everyone, to learn more about Endeavor Private Wealth, visit EndeavorPW.com.